Good day, guys. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the start of a brand new series here in Farming Simulator 25. We are on Judith Plains and we're going to be doing a very chill playthrough. Start from scratch, zero to hero, rags to riches type playthrough. We're going to be starting with $0 in the bank. We have our truck over there and chainsaw, and we will be looking to build up from nothing. We have no land, no other equipment. Um, we do also have a line of credit for $75,000. This is our get out of jail free money. This is going to be in case we get stuck. We can leverage our line of credit. This is a nice mod here. It's from PharmaSim SWU, I think his name is. I'll put a link to the description to his itch.io page. Yeah, and give him a look up on YouTube as well. Some really nice videos. Um, One of the other mods I'll be using as well is the realistic livestock mod. So that's the learning curve for me here. Yeah, so we're gonna have some fun with that as well. So since we have nothing, no land, no equipment, we're gonna make our way up in this world by being a contract farmer initially. We'll do some contracts for the farmers around here in Judith Plains. Now I realize that the contracts here are paying out a fair bit of money. So what I will do is limit myself to like 2 harvesting contracts a month, as well as for the first year, yes, I'll allow to borrow the equipment, but after the first year, any contracts I want to do, I must either own the equipment or I can lease equipment to do the contract. All right. So let's get started. We don't have anything in the bank, so what I'll do, I'll just get started with this Deadwood contract. I'll let start this contract here. Maybe by then, some harvesting contracts come in as well. So let me start up the time here. We'll probably run on ×2 for the first month. We're running on 2-day months right now. Yeah, we run on 2-day months because some of the contracts are kind of big as well. And since I'll be doing the work myself primarily, yeah, give myself enough time to get the work done. So let's get over to the land so we can complete this Deadwood contract. Not sure, like, still getting to know this map. So let's see where we are. We're by field 50. Okay, so that's down here. So let's get in the truck. Let's drive down to this area and get this work done. Alright guys, right here, just gonna take a break from the contract here because this right here is our dream farm. I think you will be purchasing this at some point in time during this playthrough. But at this point in time, this is a little bit off. This is $442,000. So that's ways off. I don't think I want to start with an established farm either as well. I want to build up our own farm, and for that I'm thinking about running down to the open lot here on 146, and yeah, starting up like a chicken farm down there, because most of these farms around they have a bit of chicken pen on them, but they're primarily dairy farms. So I'll look to establish a chicken farm here in Judith Plains, probably like 5,000 to 10,000 chickens on the farm, and look to work it from here. But I would also love to buy this farm here and also get into some dairy later down in the series. But yeah, this is our dream farm. A lot of sheds, lots of pens as well. I think there are two pens from what I can see, and I think you know, yeah, we'll work on this one as well. Oh, there are 3 pens. Maybe that one over there is for sheep as well. But yeah, let's get into it. Let's finish up this contract, get the money, and then see what other contracts we can pick up. All right, we're back here at the shop. Let's see. Well, let's go ahead and collect the money for that contract. All right, so let's take a look at the other contracts that we have here. And these contracts are really paying out some money. So I think what I am going to do for this month only, I will do contracts and borrow the equipment. Moving forward, what I will do is to either have to lease the equipment or leverage the used vehicle sale and probably get some equipment on hire purchase. I think that's what I'll do. Right? So let's go ahead just for this first month and complete some contracts here. Let's figure out where we're going to go. So yeah, there's a building right across the road here, or there is a hoeing contract on, let's see how far field 30 is from us. All right, that's not too far. Is it closer? No, 117 is closer, I think. All right, so let me go ahead and complete this point contract on 117. And that will just pop in for 127. So we'll probably pick that up at the end of the day. But let's get this point contract done. We'll borrow the items here. We'll get over to field 117 and get that done, guys. Yeah, the main reason I'm gonna make the change is that don't want to accumulate so much money, make the series too simple for myself. And yeah, it's not really a challenge per se, but still don't want to make it too easy. Hope you appreciate that, right? Making my life a little difficult for your entertainment. So let me just get ahead and get over to 117, and I'll see you at the end of that contract, guys. Guys, contract is finished. I'll just finish up this row here and get all the wheels out of the field, and I will see you back at the store. We just finished our first major contract of this playthrough. Alright guys, we're back at the shop. Let's see what other contracts we have for today. Actually, let's go ahead and collect the money for that contract. That's 17,800 in the bank. Let's see what we have here today. Okay, so we've got some harvesting contracts in. We have a large harvesting contract here on field 58. Let's see where field 58 is. Okay, that's just down the road here from the store. So I'll go ahead and borrow the items for this contract here. All right, I'm gonna get the worker to deliver this rig. To the field. Yeah. Not sure if I have to get it onto the road or not, but let's go from here. On the roll. All right, set destination. Field 58. Let's see if we can get it here. All right. Let's go again. And if not, I will take it on the road to see if we can. All right. Should be able to make it there then. Okay, let's go ahead and cancel this. Let's get them on the road, and if this doesn't work, then I'll take the rig over myself. All right, third time is the charm. Or let's step out of the vehicle this time. Alright guys, I'm gonna drive the harvest over, so I'll see you at the field. Alright guys, I'm just gonna call the episode here. This was a great start to the series. I'm gonna take the rig back to the shop and we'll probably look at picking up one contract. I may do another small harvesting contract that's close to the shop, and and take it from there. For sure, I'll go ahead and accept this deadwood contract. We'll do that at the end of the day. All right, guys, I decided to bring you back in while I'm at the shop. Just going to collect the money for that contract there, and we have a balance of $66,000. So yeah, that's a good way to start the series. As of next month, we'll be running 2 days, so we have September 1 and September 2, and we'll do this deadwood contract, and then I will see you guys in the next episode.